My intro, shouldn't I? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the New York Cobalions Week 4 Battle of the MBC. We are here this week taking on Quinn, the coach of the Coal Valley Cobalion. And we are having some fun this week. We are rocking up against a team of Tornadus T, Sneasler, Ogrepon, Cornerstone, Sandy Shock, Salamence, Brambleghast, Samurott, Hisuian Form, Hisuian Zoroark, Wigglytuff, Bronzong, Bruxish, and Delphox, with Bruxish and Delphox being the Terra Captains. You can see their types on the screen. So we have Scizor. Scizor is going to be rocking out with an Assault Vest to try to catch things like Torn T, Sandy Shocks, etc. Maybe Bruxish. If it's special, it's not going to be special. But if it is, we'll be fine. Most of that team is physical. I didn't really have an item that I cared for on Scizor this week. There really isn't an item for it. An Assault Vest just has some upside. Didn't want it to be choiced. Mostly it's going to be spamming knockoff. So, you know, that's fine. Knockoff is just generally solid in this matchup. It does everything I want it to do. Occasionally it'll click U-turn. Occasionally it'll click Bullet Punch. And it probably won't click Close Combat. Not sure why that move is on the top in my list, but here we go. Next up is Covert Cloak Regieleki. This can stop the Sneasler from getting a Fake Out into an Unburden boost and then outspeeding it. I am minus speed because it doesn't matter. It still outspeeds everything on my opponent's roster. And otherwise, so I got it to be max HP, which is fun. And Rapid Spin isn't reduced damage, which isn't super relevant. But it might be, you never know. Light Screen can catch the Sandy Shocks trying to switch in on me, and then be able to switch out on that. Otherwise, Electric Coverage is amazing here, and I just figured this was going to be really useful to spam Volt Switch and Thunderbolt. Next up is Sheer Force Landorus. This is going to be Swords Dance, Brick Break, Earthquake, and Crunch. Sheer Force is just for Crunch. And we're going with the physical set this week. Why? Because I don't know. I wanted to. I don't have much more to say about this. Swords Dance Crunch is kind of fun. Could I have been Nasty Plot Special? Yes. Yes, I could have been. But I decided not to be because, I don't know, I wanted to be physical this week. And I haven't run it yet, and it seems entertaining. I wanted to be able to be walled by Strength Sap, Brambleghast, to be hit by Intimidate relevantly by Salamence. These are important factors when team building, and that's what I decided to run with this week. Now we are, of course, not running Choice Scarfed Urshifu, because if we ran Choice Scarfed Urshifu, we would be a bad player, because that set is bad. So we're running Trailblaze instead, because then we're not Choice Scarfed, but we still get the speed. Zen Headbutt covers the Sneasler, otherwise stabs are really good this matchup. Choppleberry allows me to take one hit from Sneasler, maybe a Focus Blast from Torn T, trying to catch me out or something like that. Or like a Sacred Sword from Samurott. So Chopple was super useful this week anyway. I actually would not be Scarfed, even if I had the opportunity to be Scarfed, because they do have a Fairy type, so I can't be Scarfed. But even if I could be, I wouldn't be Scarfed, because I don't think it's actually as good in this matchup. But that said, Trailblaze is really useful for coverage. It hits the Samurott hard, hits the Sandy Shocks hard, and then I can spam Wicked Blow later in the game. Next up is Mesprit, Physically Defensive Mesprit, also minus speed nature. This is going to be Psychic, Ice Beam, U-Turn, and Healing Wish. I kind of wanted rocks on this set, but I couldn't find the room for it. These moves all seem important because otherwise things are scary. So I decided to go with U-Turn over rocks. Rocks would be good here, but U-Turn means that Samurott doesn't just switch in on the Mesprit, take literally nothing from any of the attacks, and then proceed to set up Ceaseless Edge attack. So I can U-turn if the Samurott is the switch in, and then go into Regieleki, which basically makes it so the Samurott can't click Ceaseless Edge and they have to go into Sandy Shocks, etc. And then I can go back into the Mesprit on the Sandy Shocks. And next up is Manaphy. Manaphy is Chesto, Rest, Hydreigon. I'm gonna take a drink. Hydration. That's not even useful. I don't even know why I said the ability. It's not even relevant in this matchup. And it's going to be rocking out with Scald and Dazzling Gleam as the attacking moves. Yeah, its ability is Hydreigon. Don't worry about it. It's not important. But yeah, that's the team we're going to be rocking out with this week. Hopefully it goes well. My opponent said they were going to be a few minutes late. But I think they should be here by now. We kind of stalled perfectly. Reminder to everybody that I live stream all these battles. PPL and MBC battles are up on my Twitch channel, so go follow there. And we hang out. We have a good time. But yeah, to all the people who do hang out on my Twitch stream, thank you so much for hanging out on my Twitch stream. For all the people who are new through the GBA or through any other leagues that I was doing, hi. I do competitive Pokemon with heavy quotation marks on the competitive side. I like to win battles, but I like to do it without making myself crazy when I lose battles. Because if I prep really hard and then I lose, I get upset. So I try not to do that. And instead, win battles by having fun and prepping like a maniac. Hisuian Samurott is the first mon that we see. We do see the Delphox as well as a Terra Captain. No Salamence is great. Obviously, we knew Sandy Shocks was coming. No Ogerpon. I feel like... Okay, here's a take that I don't know if everyone's going to agree with. Ogerpon being split into 4 picks is sort of reasonable in the sense that like it's really good and each of the 4 types would be overwhelming. I don't like that I've faced it now 3 times. It's 4 weeks into the season in between the 2 leagues, and I faced it I think 3 times now, maybe 4 between the 2 leagues. And it's just like it feels like every matchup is going to feature an Ogerpon, which is like it's not great because they're all competitively viable, right? And I feel like it's in the vein where like Rotom is used in that way. I think Rotom is just not as I don't know what the word would be for Rotom. It's like not as overwhelming, right? It doesn't force as much prep. And I feel like just facing Ogerpon after Ogerpon after Ogerpon is like, okay, I get it. Like it's a good mon, but like, can we please not have it on every team? They could set spikes. I don't have removal for it, so I think I just want to lead Regieleki. They could also lead with the Sandy Shocks, but I don't know if I see that happening. I think it's more likely going to be a Samurott lead. Oh, I should probably put this team in my calc, shouldn't I? Oh, whoops. They did leave with it. Wow. Okay. Better. Alright, so I'm going to switch into Lando here. No sense letting that thing take any hits. They can't Volt Switch, they can't Earth Power. They just set up rocks. That's reasonable. Where is my prep for this? There it is. Okay. So I could set up a Swords Dance here. I could also just fire off an Earth Power. I feel like Torn could come in. I said Earth Power because I'm a physical set. But Torn doesn't immediately threaten me, so I'm just gonna Swords Dance here. So they obviously can't sack this. So Bramble Gas is what comes in here. Crunch should just crunch. Oh, I can't even speak for how excited I am to click Crunch. Earthquake has a chance to kill non-defensive Bramblegast, but this thing kills a Colberberry Bramblegast. Not if it's max HP, but it can't. It's actually a roll to kill a Colberberry max HP Bramblegast. So they could Shadow Sneak and just get like Chip. That Chip is not relevant here. It's an interesting battle of like Regieleki comes in, Sandy Shocks is forced in, Landorus comes in, Landorus gets a kill. It's an interesting battle where I think that favors me on the most of those trades. But they went Bramble, not Torn, because they weren't confident that I would click a ground move. I don't think they were predicting Swords Dance. I'm going to be honest. I don't think they were expecting that. This also doesn't reveal that I'm not Life Orb. It is Colberberry. And it is max HP. Power. Okay. I crunch again, though. Really no downside to that. They could Shadow Sneak here. I can't really do anything about that anyway. That's wild that they were actually the max HP Colberberry set, and that they lived, because even Even max HP is a good chance to Oko with Crunch. So now they might know that I'm not Life Orb. Because I didn't kill. Because Life Orb should kill. But we're just going to Crunch again. They didn't Shadow Sneak. So Landorus kills Bramblegast with Crunch. Now there are things that outspeed this, such as the Delphox that can come in and threaten it for sure. The Thundurus could also do the same thing. And Delphox has a chance to Terra into like a Grass type. Which makes Crunch actually a better click than Earthquake against Delphox because it hits the, you know, it hits the various things. Delphox also doesn't outspeed unless it's specifically timid and designed to outspeed because I am running max speed Jolly. So obviously Fire Blast kills. I could switch out. There's really not a real... Like, I could just switch out. I don't have to sack my Lando here. It's still very good. And I have a Manaphy that can, like, always come in. But they do have Terra Grass. And Terra Grass hurts. And they might just Terra Grass and go for it, right? Like, but then Scizor... Nah, Scizor can't come in. I think I just stay in. I get a Scout on your Terra type. I get a Scout. You just went for a Flamethrower. Okay. I die. So you didn't Terra. So Delphox kills Landorus with Flamethrower. So Regieleki could come in on a Flamethrower if it's not choice specs. And we know you're timid. Maybe I should have kept the Landorus around. So I think it's just Manaphy right now. Which is a little bit risky because if it is Terra Grass, like, that is a problem. But with the Bramblegast gone, Manaphy clicking Tail Glow looks very good. And I do have a Resto Chesto. Can't speak. Talking is hard. Oh, right, Stealth Rocks are up. I mean, I think I just click Tail Glow. If they do Terra... And if they're not choice and they do Terra... Then they just 2-hit with Terra Blast. So maybe I should have gone Urshi there. I could also just use the rest here. Or just click Scald. I'm just going to Scald. Okay, they switch out. I didn't go for a Tail Glow. Could have gone for a Tail Glow. I think they're choiced in some way, but I don't know which way. Could be Scarf, could be Specs. I could have Tail Glowed. That would have been nice. Oops. Yeah, I'm going to Tail Glow here. If they Ceaseless Edge, that's fine. I'll just Dazzling Gleam on the next turn. I do have removal on the Regieleki at some point, so we're just going to Dazzling Gleam here. I think it's Assault Vest. This could still kill. I don't know how bulky it is. If it gets a second one off, I'll just rest. It'll get a third one off. I've got Regieleki. I can always Rapid Spin. Bramblegast is dead. It did nothing. Flipped her. Definitely AV. So in comes the... I mean, this is going to be Delphox, right? It's got to be Terra Grass Delphox. That's not Delphox. Sneasler. Adamant close combat kills. So I'm just going to go out into Mesprit. It's going to take a little Stealth Rock damage. There's Dire Claw. Did a lot. I think that's banded. I think that's banded. It's interesting. Do I think they're going to go for another one? Because I could just go into Scizor if I'm pretty sure they're banded here. But I kind of think they're going to switch. So I'm just going to U-turn. Kills. Okay, cool. So Mesprit kills Samurott. H with U-turn. I have no idea why that killed, but okay. Sandy Shocks, Delphox, Sneasler, Torn. So Scizor baits Delphox. Manaphy baits Sneasler. Regieleki baits Sandy Shocks. Urshi baits Sneasler or Torn. But Urshi does have a Chople. I could have also gone into Regieleki to Rapid Spin and just kill the Sandy or like get rid of the Stealth Rock from the Sandy Shock, but and the spikes. Oh, with both up, I probably should have done that. Forgot about the spikes. Just let it die. Delphox. What's your other Terra type? Fairy. Oh, this is Terra Fairy. Interesting. Well, then you have to be Terra Fairy. How much does Terra Blast do to Regieleki? Because this could be a good chance to go into Regieleki. I think it's just Regieleki that comes in, takes one hit, and gets off a Rapid Spin here. And gets rid of the hazards, and I don't want to deal with them for the rest of this game. They're really annoying. I should have gone straight into Regieleki here, let the Sandy Shocks come in, lose my Regieleki, but get rid of the hazards. That way other things wouldn't be taking this damage. Because this should live any one hit. I'm max HP. Time to find out if you're specs. Because then Terra Blast actually might kill. And you are Terra Grass. Wow, you scared me with the Terra Fairy possibility, but you actually ended up Terra Grass. Okay. And you just went for the Flamethrower. This might kill. We lived. Alright, perfect. Gonna Rapid Spin. Find out if you're Scarfed. Although based on that damage... Yeah, if you're Scarfed, you outspeed here. But then I can go into Manaphy and I can click Rest. You don't have the Hisuian Samurott anymore. Switches out. Okay, so it goes out to the Sandy Shocks here. Yeah. But that's fine. We're going to get rid of the hazards. We're going to set up a light screen. Gonna set up a light screen. Let this thing kill me. If it goes for rocks, we'll just keep spinning until it kills me. So we will leave this interaction with no hazards on the battlefield and a chance to get Urshi in, hopefully behind a light screen. Because then we can Trailblaze and good things can happen from there. So hopefully if you just kill me, which you do, so Sandy Shocks kills Reggie Alecki with Volt Switch. We have a light screen up. If Sneasler is what comes in here, we have Scizor. I'm pretty sure it's Choice Band. Choice Band can kill a Scizor with close combat. That's crazy. It's adamant. But then Mesprit gets in and Healing Wishes. If it goes for close combat. So it is Delphox. So I just want to point out that Terragrass, Delphox doesn't kill Scizor. But it certainly doesn't kill Urshifu. And then I can Trailblaze into attacks. So yeah, we're going to go Urshi. You could have Dazzling Gleam. Didn't consider that. You just could have Dazzling Gleam. It still don't kill me. But it does a lot, and if you're Scarfed, then that's bad. So I'm just going to double into Scizor to scout for... You haven't gone for it. I don't know if you were predicting last time or what. I could also just Wicked Blower close combat here. You could have Dazzling Gleam. But you've just been going for Flamethrower, and I don't know if just going to Scizor is worth it. And you could be Scarfed. I think I attack. I just don't know whether I do Wicked Blow or Close Combat. I'm going to Close Combat. It's a little bit stronger. You do have Dazzling Gleam. We're going to live that. But, yeah. Got rid of that. Urshifu kills Delphox with close combat. So I have to switch out. I do have Healing Wish. I do have access to the ability to save this Urshifu and get it in later. I just have to get the Mesprit in to take on the Sneasler. Which could come in here. Torn could also come in here. Then I sack Manaphy. Or go Scizor against Torn. I'm going to go Scizor. I assume you're going to U-turn, but I'm going to go Scizor here. Manaphy getting in is important because then it can get the Urshi back to full, and that's all we really need to do. Because Urshi can still win this game. There's a U-turn. I kind of expected that. But I couldn't go into Manaphy there. So Sneasler could come in. If it does, I'm just going to click Bullet Punch. Because it has to kill me with a banded close combat. And if it does that, then Mesprit gets in, clicks Healing Wish, goes back into Urshi, gets it at full. Sandy Shocks comes in. Am I still... I still have 2 turns of Light Screen. So I can just knock off or close combat this. I kind of just want to knock off. I don't know what its item is. It's probably going to set up rocks. I'm just going to knock off. Yeah. It was sashed. Okay. I could probably kill with close combat, but I'm just gonna... I think I just U-turn here off of the Volt Switch. It's the last turn of... I just Earth Power. Alright, that's fine. So unfortunately this feels like a mana... How much are you doing to Mesprit? Not a ton, right? Light Screen's gonna be gone, but I think I still live one Volt Switch. I think I still have one Volt Switch. And that's exactly what I need to do in order to Healing Wish. Get the Urshi back in. At full. Should leave that. So it's Torn, Sneasler, and Sandy Shocks. That's Torn. I have to Healing Wish the Urshi. Don't I? But Bleak Wind Storm just kills me. But I don't think Manaphy wins the game here. Just gonna go Urshi. Get it healed. And then go into Manaphy. And then go into Scizor. Scout for the Heat Wave. Because I expect that they're gonna click... Well, they might U-turn here. Or they might just Bleak Wind Storm. So I could just go Scizor. I just don't think Manaphy does anything for me for the rest of the game. It doesn't outspeed anything. And so I'm just going to go into Manaphy here. I just wanted the HP back on the Urshi there. You can miss a Bleak Wind Storm. Or just U-turns. Could have Trailblazed. Could have Trailblazed. That would have been the play. Okay. Sneasler comes in. It's probably banded close combat now. I just get Scald. Because if it's not banded, I need to punish any chance that they're just going to try to set up on me. So Rest doesn't really have a play here. I could click it. Like, it's not the worst play in the world, but... Full HP Urshifu should live one hit from Sneasler. Goes for the Dire Claw. Really? You're letting the Scizor in? You're just letting the Scizor in. Okay. I'm okay with that. And I think I just Bullet Punch here. Are you not choiced? How did you do that much damage? I don't understand. I don't understand this game. How did it do that much damage? With Dire Claw. It should not have done that much damage to Mesprit. Was it a crit? Might have been a crit. Didn't see. Wasn't paying enough attention. That's my fault. We click Trailblaze here every single time because we lose the game if we don't. And we still might lose the game even if we do, but at least we have a chance. If it's Choice Scarf Torn, we still probably lose, but... Gunk Shot misses. Gunk Shot and Close Combat do about the same amount. And given how much that Trailblaze did, I'm just going to go for a Wicked Blow here. It's 100% accurate, should kill. We know you're not choiced, so we're going to outspeed you. It's just a matter of whether Torn is Scarfed. So Sneasler kills. We go into Torn, Scizor, Fire Punch. Urshifu kills Sneasler with Wicked Blow. I don't know if I even kill you from full. Probably not. I could Zen Headbutt. Wicked Blow has a 0% chance to kill no matter what because it's a guaranteed crit. So I always click Zen Headbutt. If you're not Scarfed, we have a flinch chance here. This game is so easy. Now we Wicked Blow. You play to your outs. Play to every out. Play to every out you have. Never concede. And never stop looking for a way to win the game. That's my advice to everybody. Kills Sandy Shocks with Wicked Blow. Because the thing is, right, in that position, I guarantee like 70% of people just click Wicked Blow. They're like, I don't have a way to win this game. I can't kill this thing one hit. I don't have Ice Punch. Unfortunately, I didn't bring Ice Punch, blah, blah, blah. Click Wicked Blow. 0 HP Torn, 0 defense Torn. Wicked Blow always crits. Max out at 96.3%. There is no chance that you kill the Torn, right? Zen Headbutt also doesn't kill the Torn, but gives you a 20% flinch chance, plus, depending on what his attack was, it has a chance to miss or not kill, right? If it's Bleak Wind Storm, that gets a 20% chance to miss. So now I'm adding a 20% flinch chance, 20% chance to miss, right? Like, I sought out a win condition even at the end there, and, like, that's something that I think a lot of people don't do, is, like, push yourself to every win con, and sometimes they work out. Most of the time, I should lose that match in that position. But I specifically, and if the Gunk Shot had landed, I think it's the same situation. We're in exactly the same situation. Gunk Shot doesn't kill, and I had enough turns even with a poison that it would have been fine. But I feel like a lot of people just don't play to their outs, and I think that's a very important lesson in Pokemon is like, it's an RNG-based game at the end of the day. There are elements to it that you have minimal control over, but if I don't click Zen Headbutt, I have no chance to flinch. I might as well take my shot. And I think, you know, Zen Headbutt into Wicked Blow always kills. It's scouted out for Scarf. If it was Choice Scarfed, I lose anyway, right? Whether I click Wicked Blow or Zen Headbutt, again, it's at full HP. There's nothing I can do. It's not like I look at Wicked Blow's calc and say, oh, if I crit, I win. Because that's another opportunity to win, but, like, I didn't have that because Wicked Blow always crits. So I know what the calc is for the crit, and it's not going to kill. So, you take the shot you have. That'll do it for me, though, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all back here in the next week at MBC as we managed to somehow keep winning battles. I mean, that's the thing, is like the blizzards from the other week in the PPL, this, like, these are statistically improbable wins. We're finding ways to do it, though. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all back here next week. Take care, everybody.